In the year 1347, a deadly epidemic began sweeping across Europe, an event so catastrophic it would reshape the continent. This was the Black Death, one of the deadliest pandemics in human history. The Black Death is believed to have originated in the heart of Asia, specifically in the Mongol Empire. Spread by fleas carried by rats, the disease traveled along trade routes, eventually reaching Europe through ships in 1347. As European trade routes grew busier, the disease quickly spread along the coasts, reaching Mediterranean ports like Messina in Sicily, then spreading northward to the rest of Italy, France, Spain, and England. Soon, the Black Death was everywhere, claiming lives in cities and villages alike. As European trade routes grew busier, the disease quickly spread along the coasts, reaching Mediterranean ports like Messina in Sicily, then spreading northward to the rest of Italy, France, Spain, and England. Soon, the Black Death was everywhere, claiming lives in cities and villages alike. The Black Death was caused by Yersinia pestis, a deadly bacterium carried by fleas. The most common form, known as the bubonic plague, caused painful, swollen buboes, large, inflamed lymph nodes that would appear near the armpits, groin, or neck. In many cases, death followed within a few days. Symptoms included high fever, chills, headaches, and vomiting, followed by the appearance of buboes. The disease spread so rapidly that entire households and communities were wiped out. In the worst-hit areas, people died in the streets, and the death toll soared into the millions. The Black Death left a profound mark on the European psyche. People turned to religion for answers, with many blaming divine punishment. Mass graves were dug to bury the bodies, and entire towns were abandoned. The despair and fear during this period were unlike anything the world had seen before. Economically, the Black Death devastated Europe. Trade collapsed, agricultural production slowed, and the labor force was decimated. Fields lay fallow, and merchants faced losses. Yet, in a strange twist, the shortage of workers led to increased wages for surviving peasants, creating tension with landowners. As a result of the Black Death, the social order began to shift. There was a growing resentment toward the church for its failure to prevent the plague, leading to a rise in anti-clerical sentiments. Religious extremism, such as the flagellant movement, spread as people sought penance and redemption. At the time, medical knowledge was rudimentary. Physicians believed that bad air, or miasma, was the cause of the disease. Some wore strange beak-like masks filled with herbs, hoping to filter the bad air. Little did they know, the true cause was bacterial infection spread by fleas. By 1351, the Black Death began to subside. The population had been reduced by as much as 1/3, with some areas seeing even higher death rates. The survivors, however, would witness the transformation of Europe over the coming centuries. The Black Death did not just reshape Europe in the short term. It marked the beginning of the end for the medieval era and the rise of the Renaissance. The plague's social, economic, and psychological effects were profound, leading to changes that would ultimately usher in a new chapter in European history. Though the Black Death brought unimaginable suffering, it also contributed to the profound shifts that would shape the modern world. It is a reminder of both the fragility of human life and the resilience of society in the face of catastrophe. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to learn more about the Black Death and its lasting impact on history, explore more of our content on the subject. This script covers a concise but informative overview of the Black Death, incorporating historical context, the spread of the disease, its impact on society, and the aftermath. The images described can complement the narrative, helping to visually enhance the audience's understanding of the events.